So let's summarize what we did in this unit. We learned that probability is a powerful tool for tackling problems with uncertainty. We learned that we can do search with uncertainty, like we did search in the previous unit over exact certain domains. Here, we can handle uncertainty in our search. We learned that the notion of utility gives us a powerful and beautiful general approach to solving the search problems. It gives us the best action function with which we can solve any problem that can be specified in the form that best action expects. And that's a wide variety of problems. Now, some of them are so complex that they can't be computed in a feasible amount of time. And there are more advanced techniques for dealing with approximations to that. But it's incredibly powerful because it separates out the how versus the what. You only have to tell the computer what the situation is. You don't have to tell it how to find the best answer, and it automatically finds the best answer. We learned you can deal with probability through simulation, making repeated random choices and just counting up how many one answer occurs versus another. And we learned that if the total number of possibilities is small, you can just enumerate them. You can count them all, and you can get an exact answer as an exact fraction rather than an approximation. And we learned some general strategies that don't have to do with probability. When we were trying to figure out how to add printing to our game, we looked at the notion of a wrapper function. That is, how we inject functionality into an existing function by sneaking it in on top of one of the arguments. And this is an example of aspect-oriented programming, where we take the aspect of printing out what's happening and keep that separate from the main logic of the program. We learned that you can do exploratory data analysis. When I was looking at the two strategies for playing Pig and where they differed, that was a completely different question than what I had designed the Pig program for. But because I had put together the right pieces, it was easy to do the exploration and come to an understanding. And we learned, or at least I learned because I was the one who made the mistake, that errors can pop up, particularly in the types of arguments and results that functions expect in return. And that you have to be careful in Python to deal with that, because Python doesn't give you the seatbelts that other languages have to protect yourself from those type of errors. So you have to be vigilant on your own. And finally, that was a lot to cram into one unit. So if you followed along all of that, congratulations for the work you've done. You've learned a lot. Have fun with the homework. We'll see you in the next unit.